All right, so in this lecture, we're going to talk about doing thumbnails. Thumbnails are a really important part of creating your own ideas. And if you can kind of get this down and make it a habit, it'll make your creative endeavors a lot more fruitful. So to start, I'm going to get my paint bucket tool. We're going to bring our background just to a nice gray so that we're not painting on white. Gonna make a new layer here. Bring my brush down to a darker gray. And we're gonna switch to, let's use this sketching brush here from the Evident Concept Art Pack. And bring my brush size up a bit. And let's do some thumbnails. So the point of doing a thumbnail is to really focus on composition. I mean, it depends. If you're doing a scene, you want to be focusing on composition. If you're just doing a specific creature or character, you don't need to focus on overall composition as much. You're just trying to get the idea out. So when you're doing a thumbnail, they should be small, which is why they're called thumbnails, because it's, you know, ideally the size of a thumbnail. You don't have to do that small, but very quick, very brief, almost like stick figures, where you're just trying to get the gesture across. So to do a thumbnail, you kind of need an idea. So for our idea, let's think of, and I'm gonna do an alien winged creature. And we're just gonna, and he's on the ground. How he walks on the ground, okay? So alien winged creature. All right, and I like to have my flow and opacity pretty low. And we're going to just come in here and start working with this. So this is about the level you want your thumbnails at. You can even probably work a little bit smaller than this, honestly. This is just where I'm at. Really thinking about the shape, the silhouette of things. Right? So there'd be one thumbnail. And then you would just keep working with it. So let's try another one. Let's do one that is, let's see. Maybe one where he's kind of squatting here and his legs come down. There's one. Let's keep going. Let's do some more. Let's do maybe one where he's kind of facing the viewer more. Okay, and then he has his other arm that comes down here. His legs come down there. Connect his head. All right, there's another idea. And you can keep making these little thumbnails, okay? And once you get a thumbnail, you're going to, once you get one that you like, you can take that and start to refine it and turn it into your loose sketch. I'd recommend just starting over from your loose sketch. So use your thumbnail as a reference, but don't just start drawing over it because it's going to be really loose. You're probably going to want to work on the structure a little bit more. But once you have a thumbnail you like, you can keep going. So what your assignment is, you're going to do 10 thumbnails of a concept, and then you're going to, of a creature or a character concept, and post them in the Q&A, post them in the Facebook group, okay? So that's your first assignment, is do 10 creature or character concept thumbnails. All right, then the other way you do thumbnails is sort of compositionally or like a scene. So let's do an example. For this one, we're going to do, let's just come up with some, all right? So when you're doing it this way, what you're looking for is to create composition for a scene. So we start with these little boxes. And when you do this assignment, you'll want to do the same thing. We start these little boxes so that we can sort of see what it is we're working with. And then in the background here, we'll just have these sort of mountains way off in the distance, with these rocks and sort of in the foreground. All right, and that's kind of what you're looking for. You can set this up however you want. We have trees here. Maybe we have that in the foreground. Switch to a little lighter gray. More trees in the midground. And then in the very background, we can have like this little lit spot here with some sort of like a figure kind of there in the middle. Okay, and then let's do one more. This one we can do as sort of, let's do something like this. Oops, way too big. I'll do a little sort of a pathway thing here, and in the background some sort of, you know, big beast. I'll darken this up a little bit too. So path here. And then the monster, whatever it is back there, will just have these sort of glowing eyes back there. And then a lone figure that's just kind of standing up here on top. We'll just darken up the top of that creature's head there. Alright, and there you go. These are 3 examples of some quick thumbnails. So, your second assignment, you're going to do 10 of the first one, which is a creature or character thumbnail. And I totally forgot to add an R on that. There we go. And then your second one is going to be 10 scene thumbnails. Now, the reason we're doing this is so you can get into the habit and kind of get comfortable with the style of drawing really quick, really loose, rough sketches that are just to get an idea down. And after you've done that, what you want to do anytime that you're trying to come up with an idea and you're really trying to do a finished painting where you have like a, you know, a new character, new creature or whatever, new scene, is to do 10 thumbnails before you actually start painting. Even if you're pretty sure you have a good idea of what it is you want to draw or paint, just try doing some thumbnails, come up with some different poses, some different angles, different, you know, scene layout, stuff like that until you have done 10. And I promise that you'll be able to create much better and much clearer thought out art by doing these thumbnails. So that is it for this lecture, and I will see you guys in the next one.